Hello everybody, I'll be showing you what premiums to buy from each and every nation, from air to ground, and I'll tell you why it is the best options. So we're going to start here, right? No, it's just top tier is kind of chaotic right now. I would recommend not going for top tier because you're going to start out, if you're just starting out, and you're just going to die from missiles from every which direction. I would recommend either going for the F5C, which is probably the best option, I would say, in my opinion. I have it. It is good if you're good with aiming. It doesn't have the best missiles. It has AIM-9Es. You get some rockets, but it just slows it down as turning just gets horrible. Yeah, AIM-9Es, they're okay at 10.3, but I just recommend using the guns more, but you use the missiles too. The guns are pretty good. They maybe 4 rounds inside of the aircraft and boom, he's dead. The A-10's pretty good. You get to do air to ground, especially if you want to do ground. I'd recommend getting the A-10. Yeah, the F5C is the best option. This stuff's just too chaotic for a new player. This one will take, the F5C will take some time to get used to with the guns, but eventually you should do good. And if you're looking for a lower premium to buy, I would recommend buying the XP50. It's just an overall great plane. It climbs really well, and it's great at dogfighting. So now for army, or ground, I guess, yeah. Do not, I'm telling you, do not buy any top tier premiums in ground. Number one, because you only have one ground vehicle in your whole lineup, right? You have your whole lineup and you'll have one ground vehicle, so you get one chance every match. Just not fun. Just not something you want to do. If you're a new player, I'd recommend buying something like the Black Cat's pretty good. Something in the range between, I don't know, 7.0 and all the way down, really. I mean, these are really kind of not the best. So I'd recommend 7.0 through 2.7. Sure, yeah, that's good. But the Black Cat's probably the best thing you want to go for here. It's 6.0, yeah, but it's pretty good because you'll be able to research rank 5 or 4. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, I'd recommend going for the Black Cat, in my opinion. Now we'll move on to Germany. I'm currently grinding Germany. I know, I'm a new player. Kind of suck, but it is what it is. Also, if you could please subscribe and like the video, it would be a huge help because I've just started making videos and I'd be really glad if you could subscribe. So, for Germany, no top tier, right? That's just, you'll have one vehicle, you'll lose, the speed at which people will shoot is just going to be really hard to deal with if you're a new player. I recommend going for, like I said, maybe a little bit higher here. Something like, let's see, I'd recommend buying the pack because you get 3 vehicles for the price of, I think, what's the price? 35? So what's the price of something like 5.3? We don't have 5 for this. Oh, hold on. It's fine. Yeah, this I recommend going for the Tiger, Ostwind, the whole pack, because you get the anti-air, you get the Tiger West and the Tiger Ostwind, or whatever. Yeah, I'd recommend going for this. It's just the best. For air, I'd recommend top tier, probably the Tornado. SC-22, it's okay, but it's not the best. The MiG-21's pretty good. Probably the Tornado, though. It's pretty good. The reason I'm telling you to buy top tier premiums for air is because you only get 1 life, number 1. Number 2, it's easier, I'd say that. Especially compared to top tier ground. If you don't want to spend money, just start researching these. It will be free, but it will take a long time. And to be able to research these, you will have to go to community, squadrons, and I recommend going hide without auto accept applications, hide full, and hide, you don't have to hide close, but I do. And then anything that you can get into, just keep going down the line with check marks, and then once you get that, there will be a research bar, and you'll just click that. Alright, moving on to Russia. So Russia Air, I would say definitely not the Su-39, the MiG-23 ML. Just the best pick because you get lots of air-to-air missiles that are really good. Yeah, use some bombs, but otherwise, yeah, the air-to-air missiles are really good. Alright, so now moving on to ground. I would recommend, not top tier, right? Probably T-44-122 is pretty good. Researching that would be nice. This has a good reload, and for 8.0, it's got a 152 millimeter. Yeah, this is okay, but I'd say honestly, if I was to buy something, it would probably be the T-44-122. Oh, I should go for the I-6. I didn't even know I was that close. Alright, but yeah, T-44-122 is what I'd go for. Now for Great Britain, which I don't recommend grinding Great Britain. I recommend going for either Russia, Germany, or USA. It's just the best picks, in my opinion, at least. Let's see, I'm not playing Great Britain. Don't know the most about it. Just by looks, though, I would say go for, I think this would be maybe your best. Let's see. Let's see, 105 millimeter. You get an 8.7 reload at 9.7. That's pretty good. 400 millimeters of pin. I'd say go for this. That thing looks pretty nice. Now for aviation. Don't mind, I haven't grinded, but let's see. Oh wow, it's got quite a bit of bombs. That's for sure. So we can get a full loadout. Look at all those bombs on there. This thing looks okay. I say that one's good for air to ground. Honestly, I think 21 Bison. It's pretty good. It's only got a couple missiles though. It can only carry 4. But it's the R-73. And not R-7, R1. Let's see. I'd say you probably go for something over here, because you can do more with props, I feel like, than jets, because it's easier to get to bases and bombs. So I would recommend the Wyvern is pretty good, because it's got some good bombs on it. Or rockets, I meant. Yeah, the Wyvern. Yeah, it's got, let's see, its guns. 420 mils. Yep, that's pretty good. Now, did I do that? Yeah, I did. Okay. Japan aviation. My friend plays Japan, and this is not a good pick right here. No. That, it's like the F5C with, I think it has A9. Oh, it's Python 3s. Okay. Yeah. That one's okay. I would not recommend going for the F5E or the F4EJ. Or ATTW. I would recommend secondary weapons. Oh, that's not the best. Really, Japan does not have very many good your air. I do like the F-86. It is a pretty good one for me. I do like M9Bs, which are not good. But at 8.3, that is crazy. This is two 1,000 pounders. And the guns, 6, that's pretty good. Because if you have a couple big guns, then you do a lot of damage, but you have to hit your shots. But if you have a bunch of little guns, it does damage quickly, but not too fast. So, yeah, I'd say lots of little guns is better than a couple big guns. It just depends with the muzzle velocity of the guns. Sometimes they're really hard to aim. Alright, so for Japan ground, Fiji is really good. But do not go for top tier, like I said, because you only get one in your whole entire crew. I would say, dude, there's not very many good things. This thing, 105, 11, 2. That is pretty good, I'd say. But, oh, that thing looks nice. Look at that. I like that black. Yeah, I'd recommend going for that. The Hawaii prototype is what I'd recommend going for. For China, I would recommend for ground. IS-2 is pretty good. I have the IS-2. The reload, though, it's what gives it off. It's what, oh, sorry. So it gives it away. It's just not the best because of its reload. It takes forever to reload. 27 seconds. You can fire 2 shots in about a minute. That is just not the best. So if you shoot someone and get a crit, you're going to have to wait a whole nother 30 seconds to shoot again. I'd recommend going for the T-34-85. It's pretty good. Or the M4A4. That's also pretty good. Or the M41A3. Alright, I'd recommend going for the M41A3 because the gun's pretty good, has a pretty good reload. Armor pen is really good, 177 at 5.3. That's not the best actually. It doesn't have very much armor. It has quite a bit more pin than that. This has a lot of pin, 205. Yeah, I'd say go for the M41A3 because it's a light tank, scouting, good gun. Yeah. For aviation, the A5C is pretty good. I will say that it gets quite a few bombs. Yeah, look at that. That's quite a bit. Bombs, rockets, and you get air-to-air. What do you get for your missiles? Alright. Well, I'd go for this, the A5C in this tech tree. China. Italy. Let's see. For air, AMX. I would say to go for oh, the duck's fun. Or is that not the duck? I don't think that's the duck. Nice special ed. Just joking. I think that. What is that? I don't think that's a duck. The duck's got a huge gun. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'd recommend going for the. Honestly, Italy. I'd recommend just not going for it. Yeah, you do get the F-2000, or should I say the Eurofighter. But if you go for the Eurofighter, just go for Germany, honestly. Because then you can have ground and air. You get the Eurofighter and the MiG-29. Yeah. That's what I recommend going for. Just go for Germany, honestly. It does get this, though. The Gripen. honestly, it's not that bad. Italy Air. So their top tier is not good, honestly. MX is okay, right? It gets Python 3s, I think. What am I listening to? Okay, oh, it's the Piranha, that's right. Yeah. I would say go for... Bro, this music. Okay. Yeah, just go for... Honestly, just don't even go for it. But if I was to have to say what to go for, I would say probably the Spitfire. There it is. Alright. Yeah, go for the Spitfire, that's pretty good. The 20 mils are good. And then you get 7 mils. Alright. What am I doing? Clicked off the on accident. Alright. And then for this, I'd recommend going for... Honestly, the Tigris isn't half bad. Yeah, the Tigris for Italy, but don't go for Italy Ground. It's not good. This isn't half bad. It's a leopard. Oh. I mean, yeah, the Tigris is probably the best option. What am I? Okay, there we go. For France, ground. Right. Let's see. Panther. Go for Panther. It's got some goodish armor, and it's got a nice it's got some nice armor pin and a nice reload. That's what I recommend going for. And I do have, for France Air, I do have 2 premiums. I'm not that far because I have not been grinding for a while, but honestly, out of these 2, I'd recommend going for the P-47 for 2 reasons, right? The secondary weapons, or the bombs, is really good. You get 2,500 pounds of bombs, which you can take out, I think, a base and a half? No, you can take out 1 base. But 1 base is quite a bit of money in RP. And then the Mirage, its secondary weapons are all right. It's magics, and then it's got the radar missiles are not that good though. The only good thing is the magic 2s. But otherwise, I'd recommend going for the P-47, in my opinion. Now for Sweden, I do have this. I've never played it. I would recommend going for air. The Sab is pretty good. It's got some good pool on it. 30mm cannons. Sab, you can carry 6 missiles. They're not the best, right? I think 6, yeah. 6 missiles. They're not the best. They've got 20 G's of pool. That's not half bad actually. And then you can carry rockets, bomb bases. Yeah, I go for the Sab. And then for ground, I would go for... Oh, I'm not going all the way down. Now, the one time I'd actually recommend something this high, this thing is insane, right? It's got rangefinder, laser rangefinder, it gets night vision, It gets a fast reload, and the gun is pretty good. I don't remember exactly what gen of thermals you get. I think it's gen 2. But at 10.3, that's insanely good. You get a 105mm gun, 400mm pin. Yeah, I'd go for the CV90 105. And then, I already did Sweden Air. Okay, so now we'll go for Israel Ground. I'm kind of grinding it just for the fun of it. I've got the ZSU 57 too. It's okay. I like to flank with it. Okay, what am I talking about? So for this is your only good option, honestly. Magok 3 is not the best. Honestly, I wouldn't even grind Israel if I was you. It's okay. I mean, the vehicles are pretty good. I'm just grinding for this because I feel like getting a 20mm autocannon, or GAW whatever, 20mm cannon through 3,000 rounds per minute. It just looks pretty fun. Yeah, and then for aviation, I wouldn't recommend going for this. I recommend just going for America. But for air, you get three options, right? It gets Python 3s. Top tier is kind of chaotic, honestly, because you're gonna get up to top tier a lot, and it's just not very fun. So I'd recommend either this F-84 or the Spitfire. Thank you for watching, and if you'd like me to post more content more often, please like, subscribe, leave a comment. I'd like it if there was comments. It'd be nice to be able to know what you guys want me to do next. Whatever you guys want me to play, I'll do. As long as I have it. If I don't have it, I'm sorry. I don't have this Warthunder sponsorship thing, whatever yet. But if you guys subscribe, I'll be able to do whatever you want. Comments control me if you want, for all I care. I'll just do whatever you want. Sounds good? Yeah. So that's my advice. If you're going for air, don't buy a top tier premium, or do buy a top tier premium. If you're going for ground, don't buy a top tier premium. Otherwise, see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.